Namaskaram friends. So in today's video I am going to talk about life in general and every activity in the cosmos in particular. So today why I am focused on life? Because life is such a complex, such a sophisticated phenomena which is happening right now in the whole creation, in the whole cosmos. And I choose this topic today because of the crisis going on in Sri Lanka. Many people, Sri Lankan people protest for 3 months, and now they capture the parliament building, prime minister building, and ousted the ruling leaders and top authority, and try to solve the problem of their country by their own, by mass movement, by participation of people, by participation of many government of different countries. And many countries see this phenomenon. So why this is going on? Why this is going on? What is the root cause of it? We know that we, as from survey, we are 8 billion people. 8 billion people reside in 193 countries, 7 continents. And each and every country have their own rule, have their own law, have their own economic policy, have their own travel policy, have their own rule and regulation regarding the citizen of the country, citizen of that country. So if we want, this is an example of Sri Lanka, if I combine this problem in the whole world, so in many parts of the world, different activities is going on. When you go to West Asia, war is going on. When you go to USA, you can say gun battle, you can say gun shooting is going on. So people dealing with the gun shooting problem. When we go to Russia, war with Russia and Ukraine is going on. When you go into Canada, again, gun culture and many other climate related problem going on. When you go to Mexico, drugs problem is going on. When you go to Brazil or South America, environment problem is going on. When you go to Africa, people suffer with basic necessities like health, education, you can say land issue, education issue, and many different societal issues. Because British make their colony in Africa, in India, China, USA, everywhere, and they exploit the people. So this is one reason why people is not of today why people not develop the country on that level which it should be, and they are lacking basic necessity. When you go to Australia, again people suffer with terrorism also. When you go into Central Asia, terrorism, West Asia, terrorism. That means in whole parts of the world, people are suffering from different problems. So our core idea is we have to solve the problem in a holistic way. We have to solve the problem in such a way that these types of problems eliminated from its root, from its core, and not these types of problems not emerge in the future. Because if the same problem is the emergence of same problem is going on from past to present to future, so there is no new activity, there is no new idea, there is no new thought in the mind of the people, and people are struggling in going in cycle to solving the same problem in different new forms. So we have to collect the problem of the people of the whole world, make a policy on it, and solve it from its root. Be it the problem of health, be it the problem of education, be it the problem of technology, be it the problem of terrorism, be it the problem of, you can say, historical, you can say mismatch between historical facts, geographical mapping, oceanic mapping, international relation, many trade activity, economic activity, environment activity. That means we have to collect the problem of the whole world, and on a UN level we make policy and then implement this policy in different countries on the basis of their societal condition, their economic condition, their environment condition, and their education condition. Because in many countries environment is good, but they lack in education. In many countries education is good, but they lack in environment. In many countries society is good, but they lack in technology. In many countries social justice is good, but they lack in, you can say, education and environment. That means there is very few countries who develop themselves on such a level that they tackle the core problem or main problem and not suffering from the basic necessities. So we have to, you can say, for the betterment of the humanity on a UN level, we make policy for the better life, for the present life of the human being, so that in future our future generation do not suffer a lot, and people who are living currently also live a good life. So for that we have to collect problem from different regions, from different parts of the world, combine it and solve it on in different dimensions. And if any problem come in any part of the country, we on a UN level we make a policy so that these types of problem taken on any parameter on any time period. When we make policy, we consider past, present as well as future. In which region it is, what type of people, that means their society, their history, their geography, their art and culture, their social justice, their economy, their polity, their environment, because we have to consider all the aspects and then make policy. Because a policy good for USA is not good for Africa. A policy good for India is not good for New Zealand. So we also have to look into the history, geography, society, culture, environment, economy, ethics, whatever a human being is good at it. And then we make policy and take help of each and every country. For example, India is good in spirituality. Many knowledgeable people like Gautama Buddha, Mahavira, Shiva, Krishna, Lakshmi, Kali. That means a very great being we consider as a divine or a deity walk the land India. So we have to take the knowledge of spirituality, devotion, philosophy, knowledge of astronomy, knowledge of medicine, knowledge of art and culture, knowledge of architecture from India, and spread this knowledge in the whole world so that people inspire from it. People from this region develop in this arena. In the same manner, we take the idea of architecture, idea of the religion, idea of the science, medicine from the Europe and spread it into the whole world. That means the best practices of the whole world be combined at one place and spread into the whole world. So people on their choice, they adopt one practice, whatever they like, and they go on it. Okay? We do not have to force it. And the one basic problem in the whole world is many people either forced to do any activity or due to some societal pressure, peer pressure, or for money or for different things, they do different things. But the core solution is human beings have a limited amount of time. We have to collect the problem, fix it, so that our future generation, if not present, our future generation, not you can say struggling with these types of problems, they do whatever they like. They go in whichever arena they like, because this is the best solution of any human being. Whatever you want to do, you have a limited amount of time. Whatever you want to do, if you do whatever you want to do, you utilize your full potential, you utilize your time. And if a good atmosphere, good environment, good infrastructure is provided to you, so you do any activity as fast manner as possible. For example, in past we do not have a technology. So when people speak, few people listen. So our gurus, our spiritual gurus, philosopher gurus, our teachers, or many trade people go either by foot on different places to trade, to teach, and in this manner their life is gone and they influence roughly you can say million or billion people. But nowadays through science and technology, through the improvement of science and technology, we are capable of sitting on one place and give our ideas to the people of the whole world. For example, right now I am recording this video. When I upload this video on YouTube, people any part of the world see it, okay, and take inspiration of it. Despite in the country, you can say irrespective, or you can say except the countries, except in which country where you can say internet is regulated and YouTube and other social media activity is not so much freely used by the citizen of that country. Despite of this restriction, if people go to other country, they see it either through newspaper. This is not possible in arena which is like home arrest time or jail time, or you can say where country, or you can say country, if any country is so much communist that they do not allow their people to use or connect with the world. But nowadays this theory is prevalent in many parts of the world. So in future it is also going to destroy, because when you are not connected, you do not get information about the world. So you live in a cocoon, which is not good. You have to come out from your cocoon and see the whole world, connect with the whole world, what types of activity is going on in the whole world, people of different regions, what they do, what they aspire to do, what is their idea about the world, what is their idea about the humanity, what is their idea of the well-being of the past, present, the future, what is their idea about the solar system or planet or galaxy. So when we, you can say, come out from our cocoon and go to different places, not only on planet Earth, through space, through spacecraft, through satellite, we go to the other planet, we go to the other galaxy, we see black holes. So these types of concepts come when you come out of your cocoon, not only from your region, not only from your country, not only from the planet, but in the whole world. When this idea is occurring, when this idea is going on, then our mind is developed in such a manner that we solve all types of problems and live a good full-fledged life. Not only we, but the whole humanity, the whole animate and inanimate object. The core solution of each and every problem is keep your mechanism on such a level that you are capable of exploring or knowing whatever you are, whatever your capability is, whatever your potential is, because we know that creator made us and we made machines. So if we understand the creator, the mind of the creator, then we also know how he or she made us, or not he or she, whatever the entity he is, in whichever form he exists, how what is the technology they uses to made us, and how we use the technology to make machines. So human being, machine and divine, these three are core concepts which are very much directly associated with each other. Because in many parts of the world, people worship divine in different forms. Many worship in the form of human being, many worship in the form of stone, many worship in the form of the, you can say, trees, many worship in the form of the atom, like cold particle, many worship in the form of the buildings. That means each and every humanity have their own God, have their own divine, and they worship it in their own way. Each and every life form have their own divine. That means each and every particle is a God particle. Association of different particles made a different, you can say, divine. So if we understand this idea, apply this idea in the whole world, we know that each and every particle is associated with each other. And how this idea comes? Because we free our mind. We do not give pressure to our mind. We do not, you can say, do activity by compulsion. Many people do it. This is the problem in the whole world. First, we have to regulate the population, because population is burst. Earlier we are 4 or you can say 3.5 billion people, which is good for this planet Earth, so that each and every human live a good life on this planet Earth. But due to population outburst, today we are 8 billion people, and many war-like situations, health problems, education problem, all this come because of the population burst, because of the population outburst. So we have to control the population. And the only solution of all the problem is we have to understand the mystery of the nature. We have to understand the mystery of the creation. We have to understand the mystery of the happening, mystery of the cosmos, mystery of our mechanism. When we know all these things, then we solve the problem of what is cloud, what is water, what is plant, who made this, what are their role in our life, what are their role in the whole creation. Because on daily basis, this question is, you can say, triggering in our mind. Who created the sky? Why sky is moving? Who created the sun? Who created the moon? How the rotation, revolution of sun, moon, earth around the galaxy, around the star? Why only 1 billion trillion star? What is non-physical? What is physical? When this first creation happened? When the last creation is going to happen? What is before the first creation? What is after the last creation? In any creation, if things are going on a periodic manner, as time passes, things are going on. Something is created, then preserved for some time, then destroyed. Then different idea of God is coming in the mind of the people. So these are coming in our mind because we free our mind, we think, and it is the role of each and every humanity. Whatever activity they do, they first keep their physical and mental mind on such a level that whatever they do their best do in the world. Every activity is important. Trade is important, politics is important, economics is important, spirituality is important, philosophy is important, cooking is important, art is important, driving is important, sports is important, art, music, dance, everything is important. Because each and everything have some amount of role in our life. For example, for me, travel form, you can say, major. I spend most of my time in travel, then in education, then in listening to different ideas of the people, different to music, art, and everything which come with our mechanism. When we produce any music, come with our mind. When we say anything, we first thought and then we speak. Not all the people, few people. When we see anything in the creation, our data is downloaded in our mechanism. When we hear anything, data is downloaded. And this is the most sophisticated machine through which we take input and give output. And also this mechanism have some limitation. This mechanism also have some limitation. So when we understand the nature, when we understand the creator, when we understand the creation, then we know our limitation and go to our full potential. When you go to Hinduism, different ideas thought about our life is coming up, like birth, life, death, after that death, recycling of our birth. That means birth cycle is going on. You can move from one species to another species. When you die, you take another birth in different form. So these types of idea come, and how these types of idea come, because we do not know the answer. We do not know what the water it is, from which material it is made up of. We know how to use it, how to fuse it, how to make bomb out of it, how to make different things out of it, but we do not know from which material it is made up of. That means we do not know a single atom in its entirety. If we know a single atom, so we know the whole cosmos, because what is, you can say, from which material a single atom is made up of, from the same material the whole cosmos is made up of. Only the difference is in their magnitude. Cosmos is a huge and atom is a smallest particle. So the core idea of today's lecture is, we have to, when we understand the nature, when we understand the creation, we solve many problems. So I raised the Sri Lankan issue problem. So in the whole world, problem is, we are the individual. Each and every human come alone, go alone, and live some time with some drama. That means either marriage, either brahmachari, either teaching, whatever profession we follow, and after we die, we go to, maybe we liberated, maybe we move into another form of another species, or maybe whatever, we do not know. Because all these are philosophy. What is not in your experience, it is just a teaching, just a thought. It is not in your experience. But in my experience, till now, what I know is, if we die, where we go? We merge with the Creator. We merge with the Creator, and this is the core idea of it. Like your life is like your exam. If you perform well, you pass this exam and merge with the Creator. And if you fail, you again go back to the same class and study after you can say a lifespan, and then merge with the Creator. That means your whole life is a class. If you pass, you merge with the Creator. If you fail, again same process is going on. So if people say na, you go to different, from the different species, you take another life, because this is only possible when you fail in the examination. If you pass, you go, you can say, move out from this phase and merge with the Creator, and you become the part of the whole creation. Currently, you are also a creator. You are a part of the Creator, and when you experience itself, you become the creator of this whole creation. Because, but the realization, the experience, the perception is very simple, but many people mess up with their mind, so they found it very difficult in their life. Okay. So if we understand the mind, the physical body, mental body, energy body, emotional body as humanity, we know that each and every human wants best for their life. So in this manner, if every human being wants best for their life, and each and every human is capable of different activities, so we form a group, association, in which one people serve all other people in different forms, in different sectors. For example, if one people good in economy, one people good in politics, one people good in science and technology, one people good in entertainment, so we choose a leader which take care of all these sectors, and all these sectors pay some money, some respect, something to that leader, so that they conduct this activity in a good manner. So each and every, let's say for example, if hypothetically I take an idea of the whole world, one government for the whole world, for the 8 billion people. So this is when we, you can say, realize this perception, realize this idea. That means each and every human wants good life for themselves, in terms of education, in terms of health, in terms of travel, in terms of entertainment, in terms of philosophy, spirituality, in whichever arena they want to do. So we make a government, a central government, which take care of all the people, but a single human being cannot deal with all the 8 billion people. So we choose different leaders who, under which some section of population comes. So through this concept of country comes. That means one country, if in one country 1 billion people live, so we choose one leader which take care of the 1 billion people with their, you can say, ministers, with their cabinet, with their departments. That means, like for example, for India have 1.3 billion people. Our central central government form, they made 50 to 60 ministry, 40 to 50 ministry. Each and every minister have their own unique role in their area. That minister choose minister of state. They have some work. In each and every state also, we choose different leaders to serve that state. Because India is a large country, 1.3 billion people. So we divide this country into 28 states and 8 union territory. Union territory is direct control of the president, which is the head of the state. And state is direct control of the chief minister, which is the head of that state. Our prime minister is head of the whole country. Our chief minister is the head of a particular state. So in this manner, we serve the, you can say, a group of population on different phases, like on central level, on state level, on panchayat level. That means some number of people form a group and one leader serve them. In the same manner, if let's say 10 different group people, 10 different leaders serve. So a few number of leaders, let's say 4 other leaders come, which take charge of, let's say 10 leaders. So 5 other different leaders come, which take charge of 2 leaders. In the same manner, 1 leader comes who take charge of all the 5 leaders. That means a hierarchy is developed. On top level, on the bottom level, not on the basis of their, you can say, ranking, but on the basis of their which drum number, how many number of people come under this group. So it is very important. When we want to serve the whole 8 billion people, we form a different group of people in different countries, choose different leaders. All these leaders meet on a different forum, on different, you can say, discussion platform, and make policy program for the people of their country. So in this manner, G20 meetings, BRICS meetings, SAARC meeting, G7 meeting, UN level meeting, all this meeting is going on because people from different regions choose their leader on a central level, on a state level, on a panchayat level. In India, for example, in different countries, different form of government is taking place. So they choose their leaders. And that leader, when they met, let's say G20 meetings is going on, that means 20 greatest economy of the whole world meet and make policy program, and it becomes very important for the whole world. Okay, when UN meeting is going on, when WHO meeting is going on, FAO meeting is going on, UNHCR meeting is going on, it is important for the whole world because every government of the world participated in this meeting, and when this discussion outcomes come from this meeting, it impacts the life of the whole humanity. Okay, so first we choose leaders for different smaller group, then a leader for larger group, and then a body and organization for the whole humanity. And currently UN agencies are best example for it. On UN level, 193 member participated on different program policies on different matters. For example, on climate change, on terrorism, on health, on education, on trade, on economic policy. This is the matter. This is the requirement of the whole. This is the requirement of each and every country. So UN organization form a policy and program on this matter. Okay. So if we tackle with it, and every country understands their role and responsibility, and also the well-being of their citizens, and represent in the UN about their country, represent their country in the UN, then these types of problems is tackled very easily, very, you can say, smoothly. But the problem is that top leaders of different countries indulge in corruption, indulge in terrorism activity, indulge in inhuman activity. Then why these types of problems come? Okay. For example, Sri Lankan people, many people say that top leaders use most of their money for their luxury, and you can say do not look after their people, their citizens, and that's why these types of crisis is going on, and 50 billion default of loan is going on. They you can say convince IMF for loan so that this crisis is tackling in a smooth manner. Many neighboring countries like India, China, USA, UK, many people help that country, but if any country default on their loan, then all other countries have their own economic policy. They do not try to enter into it. But we have to make a mechanism through which if any problem suffer with economic crisis, all other countries, despite of their losses, first we have to save the humanity. First we have to control the population, and after controlling the population, what number of people live in our planet Earth, we have to save the life of the people. Be it like coronavirus, all the world come together for vaccine and spread the whole vaccine in the whole world. That human being first alive, then we talk about all other things. So our life comes first, then all other things. And in this manner, WHO play a very significant role in terms of life. UNESCO plays very significant role in terms of art and culture. FAO play a very significant role in terms of food security. Okay, UNFCCC play a very significant role in terms of climate change. Okay, UNHCR play a very significant role in terms of human rights. When terrorist activity is going on, when massacre is going on in a country, for example in Myanmar, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, then UNHCR play a very significant role to uphold the rights of the human right of the people of that region. So when our idea, our thought generated, you can say evolve, then we come with the different concepts for the well-being of the humanity, and everything is for the well-being of the humanity, for individual, for a group, for a larger chunk of the population. So I hope you understand some idea about dealing with different problem of the world, and how by making program policy on regional, on national, on international level or human level, we solve many problem of the whole world. So I hope you love this video and you enjoy this video. So namaskaram, thank you.